Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Monday. You got the Numismaniac here for the Treasure Trove today, and I'm just waiting on my good friend Dale from World UK to show up. I think it's going to be a banner day today. We should be covering quite a few things, and I see, oh, there he is. World UK's in the chat. Christopher Ty, how you doing? Should be a really, really interesting today. Yeah, I think I can do that. Hold on. If it'll let me. Here we go. Thought I put it in the chat already. Hold on. How do I do this again? You know, I should have this. Oh, come on. Okay, think I fixed it. Ever since I stopped using my computer and just using my phone, I've been having difficulties. Let's hope things go a little bit better here now. Hello, Rebecca. Nice to see that you're here. And Christopher Ty's here. My goodness. I'm even getting a little bit of nice background music here. I don't know how I ended up with that either. There we go. A little bit quieter. So today is our wonderful treasure trove. I see that Dale got his November participants for his channel picked, which is wonderful. And I'm actually just sitting here going through a selection of coins I received from Prague. A whole bunch of them here. And I'm just trying to identify them. So I'm essentially laying them out. How is everyone today? There he is.
Hey!
There's the man.
How are you, young man?
I'm not doing too bad.
Have a nice weekend?
It was outstanding, actually. It was one of the nicer ones I've gone to. We went to dinner theater.
Yeah.
And it was Vegas live, so it was a lot of fun. So essentially what they meant by Vegas live is that meant that any of the acts that they were doing are not old acts like the Rat Pack or anything. There was none of that stuff. It's all, they took only those acts that are currently in Vegas and they went on this that they had people pretending to be the different acts on stage. They did a super job. They even had
cool.
a guy that did a rendition of Wayne Newton. Of course, Wayne Newton's getting way up there, and the guy comes on and he's acting like, you know, he's 90 years old, and he gets on, sings his Don Quixote, and then he gets tired and lies down.
That's interesting.
It was really funny. And the meal was outstanding.
Mona, Rebecca Touched by Yarn, and Christopher Ty. Great to see everybody. I better put that in live chat, actually. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to pop you there.
Yeah, I just had a conversation with my son Andrew regarding getting another computer in that's a little bit better, and he suggested getting a gaming computer, one that apparently has more memory and runs a lot faster than the ones I have now, and get away from the Macs.
Yeah. The problem is with I mean, I don't know what you do on your computer, but gaming computers can be very expensive.
Yeah, I know that. No, I don't do any. All I will be doing is my YouTubing and maybe some paperwork that I do for budgeting and stuff for the house and whatnot. But yeah,
you know, the power of that. Wow, that'd be amazing. But
of course, if it's a gaming computer, I'm going to have to get a separate camera, I would guess, because most of them don't come with the camera built in.
You're talking a tower computer, but yeah,
a tower, yeah.
So yeah, you're probably better off with an external camera, actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
So at least you're not stuck in one specific place. You can move it where you want to.
Kind of a neat idea, really. And there's Kyle. Kyle on the carpet. Taffy Coins.
There he is, Mr. Taffy Coins. Yeah, I have been trying to catch up with everything. Well, the behind the scenes part anyway, like mailing out stuff, getting more packages ready. I've got Doug Harding's coin shield ready to go. Just need to pack that in nicely. It's here. That's what I was doing. I needed to put all the coins away that I was trying to find for him. I'm trying to find a proper date set. So I've done that for him now.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to Neil when I was. Oh, look at that! Why have you got to show me that? That's not fair.
Do you know what that is? I just thought this is a teaser. You know what that is?
That is that's a horse blanket. That's not.
No.
That's a Confederate one, isn't it?
No. It says United States of America, not Confederate States. National currency. Oh, yeah. It's $20. And what's unique about that bill? That's recovered from the Titanic.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
I bet that was expensive.
Yeah, I would think so.
Is that yours?
No. But it's one of the samples I'm using because I'm going to do a short documentary hosted by Captain Smith about the various currencies that were used on the Titanic.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I got a Titanic menu and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I've got quite a bit. Yeah, as you know, I got quite a bit of Titanic stuff.
Yeah, I got blueprints.
Very cool.
Tickets. I got a sign-off safety inspection of the Titanic as well.
Really? Did it mention anything about the fire?
No, it doesn't actually. But yeah, the coal fire lasted for 3 weeks or something. And you can see it if you have a look at the videos or the documentaries, you can actually see the black charredness in the boiler room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was quite the fire.
The iceberg hit. That's the exact place where the iceberg hit. So it weakened. Because coal. Yeah. If people don't know about coal, if you have a lot of coal stored, it can actually set itself on fire. it does like set it because it extends a lot of heat, and that's what happened. And the firemen were trying to put it out by chucking all the coal into the furnaces to put it out, because that's the only way they could have done it. But now they obviously burst the leak, put it out for them. So so yeah.
Oh, we got someone that wants to pop up here. PA Patriot, how are you doing, bro?
Hey, yo guys, what's going on?
Just hanging around, having some fun.
There he is.
Sat with my bird. It's good to see you, man. How are you? Happy New Year
Good,
to
man.
you.
Staying out here. Happy New Year to you too, Dale. You too, Mr.
Thank
Skipper.
you.
Good to see you back.
Thank
Santa
you.
Claus filled in very nicely for you.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job. Left a heck of a mess, though. It's going to take me ages to clean up after him and his elves.
I don't know about that elf though. He didn't even know who he was at the time.
I don't even know.
That elf stuck. What that one is in? He got in trouble. He shoved snow down Santa's neck when he was doing a live feed with Drew at that one night. That was not nice of him.
It's all in good fun, Santa. I mean, Skipper.
Yeah, it was all in good fun. It was all in good fun.
I couldn't even get his name right. I kept getting his,
You have 3 or 4 different names yourself there, Dale.
Yeah. I was. Oh man. I you know, it's still not right.
You were like angry elf one day and clumsy elf the next day or something.
Yeah. Actually, give me a second. I'll show you something.
Fine.
Very well.
Do any of you also have problems with these big albums where every time you open them up, they spring open and the bloody sheets come out?
I don't have the albums yet. I have a bunch of coins all over the place.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I need
I usually end up starting that way, but it's like I say, I've just got that pile in from Prague, all these Israeli coins. Now I've got to sit down and identify them all and put them in order and get them into the album here. And of course, as you can see, I'm messing around. What do you got there?
He's got his line. He hasn't got his square. Oh, you go.
Oh, I like that. What the heck is
That's
that?
pretty cool. Chocolate.
That's our real coin.
That's not chocolate, is it?
No, that's a gold coin. That's proper gold.
Yeah, gold coin.
Seriously, they all saved up and paid me everybody saved up and got me a gold coin.
Yeah, gold colored coin.
Well, yeah, it was a gold coin.
I'd sell that and take a vacation.
But that's our little penny. It's like the bloody sun to the earth, isn't it? Yeah.
I got something to show you guys. I'll be back in a second.
Okie dokie. Look. Now that's chocolate, right? Those are chocolates.
Yeah.
Those are big ones.
And it's got the Quebec like this, the fleur de lis on it. These are world coins,
yeah.
5 pence. I don't know, 5 shillings, is it?
Kyle's bragging about, well, we got really good albums over in the UK. They don't snap open all the time. I says, yeah, but the problem with the UK albums is that the holes don't line up with the North American ones. So I've gotten sheets from Kyle or somebody sent me over some sheets, and they wouldn't fit in my album. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, Manuel's workbench is Pirate's Treasure. Yeah, okay, it's Pirate's Treasure.
Yep. I raided that off Skipper's boat without him looking. He was asleep on rum.
Yeah.
Look at that, Bill.
We can't see. That's gold, right?
Gold nugget.
Cool, man. Did you?
Well,
did
you got
find,
you got more gold than me then.
because when you was at Christmas, I was watching you do panning, wasn't
Yes.
I?
Thank
When did you find that?
Oh, I won this on a channel on Miller
Really?
Prospecting.
Oh, that's nice.
That's amazing. Wow, 4.7 grams gold nugget. Oh man, you're gonna get that graded and tested.
I want to put this in the safe. It's my first nugget.
Good stuff.
Silver Knight Kyle, Happy New Year to you, brother. Happy New Year to you, Emmanuel's workbench.
I think yeah.
You're on my. I think you're on my mailing list, actually, Pete. Yeah, you are. I'm just making sure. Hang on a minute. Where's my?
Bill, shoot me an address with your. Shoot me your address, and I'll send you some stickers. You too, Skip.
Cool.
PA Patriot Prospecting at gmail.com.
Trying to
And
get
anybody
all
else?
people,
I can't see chat, but anybody else in chat wants some stickers, send me an email.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. Thank you, appreciate that. Obviously, I haven't got the new 2023 ready yet because my printers broke down, so I'm going to get them done, outsource them here. If not, if I get a new printer by the end of the month, I'll probably end up doing my own ones again because it's just cheaper and it's that. I mean, I had some badges made. I'll show you. I had some badges made a long time ago. And I don't know if they're in here.
Yeah, I decided to go with Sticker Mule to order my next batch of stickers.
Toppy had a chicken nugget the other day.
That is cute.
Yeah, I had these done. Yeah. Now, if I send that out to you,
Oh, the buttons.
yeah, right. Now, if I send that out to you, that would not mean a thing, would it? If you didn't know my channel or anything, I had a YouTube channel. There's nothing on there with YouTube on it, or Instagram, or Facebook. Well, not even on Facebook. But, here, right? I wanted World UK in there, in that bit there, and I wanted YouTube channel, my name going around the edge. Okay, so I want CWUK in the middle and World UK with YouTube on the top. And that's 3 times I asked them to do that, and that's what they came up with.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't go with YouTube UK as an acronym. Then it would be yuck.
But I got loads of these, right? And because they made a mistake, I had these for free. Yeah, they are pointless. They are absolutely. I goes, what am I supposed to do with these? And in fact, some people's actually bought them. Zoe tried putting them online on eBay, and she sold them. Get them in, Emmanuel.
Oh, bloody heck!
So you're going to try that again?
Oh, what in the world's that? Is that a sticker? No, I gotta look at that one. What is that? Sticker?
That's my sticker.
Wow.
This line stuff is not wide enough.
Pretty cool.
That's a nice sticker.
Yeah, very cool. What is that? A 3-inch?
Yep, 3x3.
Cool.
3x4, I think, something like that.
That's a nice sticker.
Nice big sticker.
Park Rat Pat Metal Detecting does them.
Yeah.
In the YouTube community.
I got to tell you about this, guys. I got to tell you about this. Alex Archibald, my old buddy Alex, used to live down the block from me. Went and he bought himself. He went to a house and it was a estate sale, and he bought 3 tubs full of coins.
Nice.
And that was part of, you know, those big freaking blue tubs. And that was part of a whole mass of stuff. It cost him $2,000. And the $2,000 that he spent, he started opening it up. One album alone was well worth over $1,000. In fact, way over $1,000. What's the first thing I spot that he opens up? In mint condition, a 1947 Maple Leaf silver dollar. In mint condition. It was like gorgeous. I go, oh, so I just sent him. He uses Kastner auctions, which is for coins. No, just never use Kastner, because these guys take advantage of, you know, a lot of folks go in there and they just rip off the people that are selling the stuff. So I just recommended that he go to the Edmonton Numismatic Society coin show coming up in March and sell his coins there. But they said, hey, look, what would you be willing to take for that 47 Maple Leaf? He knows what they are, but he doesn't know the value of them. Like, oh yeah, Taffy, that's exactly what I did. I tried to buy it, like get it as soon as I can, because I'll never get a chance to do that again.
Can you put us into squares if you can?
You want to be a square?
Yeah, because it's just when they're showing stuff, it's still the same size.
Yeah, square.
That's better. That's better. I can see you now.
Hey, PA Patriot just disappeared.
I think he's on a phone call by the looks of it. EAC. It's on my mailing list. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. Nice to see you. So yeah, we have got Treasure Trove tonight. So if anybody wants to go on the wheel tonight, please let us know. If anybody wants to donate a coin, stamp, something that is small and collectible that you can post out anywhere for next to nothing. Silver Knight Kyle, great to see you. And we've already got EAC and John Jacobs on. And of course, if anybody's seen my video today on my memberships, congratulations on the members. Thank you so much for supporting me. And of course, that is all done. Next, I can't remember when the next video is out. I think it's Thursday. No, is it Friday? I can't remember. But yeah, I've done that. But my next video was something that's up Monday and Friday. I've done lots of videos, and I can't remember what's coming out anyway. But it's something exciting anyway coming out soon.
Yeah. Silver Knight Kyle lying back down. Okay, he's gonna have a nap.
I don't blame him. Neil's Comics and Video Games. Oh yeah, he's changed his name actually. Neil's Comics and Video and Games and whatever. I love that and whatever. He's put out some questions for people on his videos. Please check, Neil, put your link in the chat so people can answer these questions. And yeah, it's a 10-question challenge thing. So it's worth doing. You guys do a video or a voiceover, whatever. But they are fun to do.
I'm getting some feedback. I'll be right back. Okay.
So yeah, just try it and have some fun. Oh, Maple, is that for me? Is that what you're going to give away?
That's my 750 subscriber giveaway, buddy.
Right. In other words, that's for the pay it forward.
No, right. No, that's for the 750 subscriber giveaway.
You know what I'm going to do when people are showing coins.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, if I wanted, that
I'm giving this away.
I got an extra one of these now.
How much is that?
No, that's one that I won.
So that's an extra one. Oh, also that's when you was working, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, I got that from the Coin Club.
Yeah, when you were doing the volunteering.
We have the door prizes.
Oh,
that was a door prize I won.
Oh, right, okay, that's cool.
I go, okay, I don't mind winning a bit of silver, but I already have that one.
I love the goose.
I prefer not to be goosed.
I'm doing this. This is my giveaway, by the way. It's a capsule. If anybody wants it, very useful.
Mic check.
So you can put anything in there. It's so useful. You can put silver. You can put gold. You can put for a chair in there.
Chips.
Yeah, you can put anything you like, within reason, of course, as long as it fits. No, I'm only joking. I need these.
You're crazy.
And if anybody wants, I'll give these nice piece of glasses away as well. Lovely.
Those glasses are awesome. Oh, that was the other thing that Alex had in that box. Thousands and thousands of empty flips.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and boxes and boxes of already sorted out and coins and flips. I'm like,
what?
This
if it doesn't have any flips, I need them. I've got this many left. That's it. I know.
You go ahead and you tell us. You put your link for your channel there, Neil.
Neil, there's nothing wrong in putting your link in. Never be ashamed to put your link in, mate. Only you and everybody here can only market yourself. And obviously there is like kind of rules. You can't keep spamming it all the way through, but put yourself out there. It's the best thing, mate. Honestly. What are you doing? You're getting food. You're going to get me food.
Food, glorious
food. It makes you very happy. PA Victor Prospecting. Taffy put his channel there. Neil's got some videos out. VAC should put a video out, channel up there as well. I urge you to do it because this is what it's all about. Because Skipper told me to say that.
I love teasing you. You know that, right?
No. Oh, man. Oh. Look what he's doing, Lauren. It's not fair.
I finished it.
He's banned from YouTube. That's it. That's it.
I got my typeset done.
Lovely, man.
Now I need to. I'm working on my Merc dimes now. You know, it's hard up here in Canada to get these things.
What years do you need?
A lot more than what I don't have.
I bet I've got quite a few Merc dimes. I can't see. You're gonna have to read them out.
Hey,
My eyes are
1916S, 1917, all of them. 1918, except for the S, I got that one. A 19S.
There's no 1921, I don't think, or 22.
I have it. I have no 1921s. Oh, well, they're key dates anyway. 1923, 24.
Yeah, 22. There's no 1922. Sorry.
I got 1925, but no, I don't have any of those. I need a 1926D.
I got a 19. Hang on. Right, I'll tell you what I have, and I can't tell you what I don't have because I can't get to them. This is what I'm saying. I can show you. I can tell you what I do have because I got so much. A lot of it I can't get to.
Oh,
So,
geez, I hate these Littleton albums.
right, I have here 1917. I think that's a P. I got a 1924 S.
Okay, I have no 1917s. 1924 S. Are these ones that you have extra, or what you have in your collection?
In my collection, but I can send
okay.
them to you if you want.
You'll send them to me
If you want.
Yeah, but what about yours?
I can get some more. That was you collected. I mean, you sent me amazing things. I don't know what to send you. Just let me do. If I haven't done a video on them, let me do the video first.
Okay.
Okay. So if I do the videos on them first, then I got it in my database sort of thing with you, because that's what my channel's about. Is like database basically.
Right.
And then I can send you them. Yeah, and you can send me that Titanic banknote.
No more feedback, hopefully.
Okay, I don't get that. Christopher Ty says, Numismaniac, don't work on the mercs too hard, otherwise it will give you the fans. Okay, I don't get that. Christopher Ty.
Cool.
The bends, he's on about depth. So,
or
like,
he's talking about a Merc
hold your
car
breath.
and Mercedes Benz. I don't know.
No, he said don't hold your breath. Numismat, don't work on the mercs. Oh, the Mercedes Benz, yeah, the mercs too. Otherwise, you get the Benz, Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, step by step is the way to do it. But,
I was talking about my video. I built a hand dredge yesterday for the creek, and
right?
I showed everybody how to build it step by step. About a 30-minute video.
Cool.
Oh, cool! I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
Right now, we're still under hardcover here. It's unless I'm prospecting for snowballs.
My friend was telling me in Michigan there's nowhere to go. It's all frozen solid.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, warm day here. It's well below freezing.
I was in North Carolina over New Year's and fell in the creek, and I thought it was going to be freezing, man. And I landed in there, and it washed me right into a hole, and it was pretty funny. And I was like, "Oh, this isn't too bad." I started swimming, and I jumped out. I stayed there for about an hour and a half. The sun started going down. We had to go back and get changed because I was so completely soaked. Like I had to dump my boots out. It was pretty funny. But yeah, we were sluicing and then looking for gold all weekend, man.
Wow.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's one of my dreams, to go prospecting in a real proper American prospecting creek, you know what I mean? Because I'm not one of these tourists, you know what I mean? I like to do the things that you guys do, you know what I mean?
That would be like you and me going out trying to do it. We're all busted up and I got
me too. Every time I go out there, I get hurt.
To be fair, prospecting's in our name. We go to a creek because we creek.
Yeah, that's right too. That's right too. I went out metal detecting with Marlon. It was I had the pads on my knees and a cane to use to stand up.
Yeah, I go out there as much as I can, man. Early February is the next trip.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah, my youngest son did so much so much prospecting in BC. Boy, he picked up some really nice stuff there.
Do you know what? One of my goals now is to go and see PA Patriots prospecting and just sit in the creek and just have even if he wants me to do the panning, I'll sit there, do panning, throw the dirt in and see some of that colour appear.
Well, you go into that creek, you make sure you have your paddle with you.
Oh, yeah, because I'll be at the creek without a paddle. I'll be in. Have you seen that? Have you seen that program, Schitt's Creek? It's so funny.
Oh yeah, of course I have.
Yeah.
No.
That's awesome. That program. Yeah. I will sort that out for you there, Skipper. Okay.
Oh, that'd be very cool. Yeah, I got to start documenting my U.S. collection because I have no idea what I have unless I open up my album. Whereas the Canadian, I've got it all on spreadsheets.
A lot of what I got. Fruit pastels.
Oh, don't do that to me. I started my diet today.
Fruit pastels.
I'm back on my protein shakes twice a day.
Fruit pastels.
You're right.
No, I got to
Skip,
I'll start my diet when I finish these fruit pastels.
Skip, I was 365 pounds. I'm 190 now.
Now,
Wow.
see, that's my goal weight is 190. I'm sitting at 274 right now.
Yeah, I ate 5 times a day. Little tiny meals, like a half a sandwich size.
Yeah.
That is the best way, is like moderation.
Yep.
And spread it over. When I was on my renal diet,
Just enough to keep your metabolism going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
when I
mean?
was on my renal diet, all I was allowed to eat is no more than 1,000 calories a day.
And you drink cold water, because when you drink cold water, your body speeds up to warm you up. To get at the body temperature. And then when you eat, try to take a walk. 10, 15-minute walk.
I walk as much as I can, but my body says no. I mean, I went out yesterday and went up to the betting shop with my friend because we like doing the football because the FA Cup.
Right.
And now it was just so funny, man. But he goes, "Oh, we go over there, we go there." And I said, "Stephen, man, my foot is killing me, right? And my side, I don't know what's wrong with my side. I can't even stand on my foot. Even though my bad foot is on one side, on my left, and my right hip and all that. It's just I don't know what's wrong with it. And but I have to take the full force of the pain on my left foot to take my right foot up, so I can't lean on it." And he goes, "Oh, we go." I goes, "Right, okay." So we walk to the store to go and get some sandwiches and go back because we can eat. They give you free drinks and all that in there. And but yeah, it was so funny yesterday. We were doing bingo, and we won some money. Okay, and what we do, we share it. So whatever I win, and whatever he wins, we split it. So it's
right.
it's because I've seen people walk out of there with a couple £100. Well, and a friend hasn't walked out of anything, and I don't believe, and I think if I win, I'll just split it, Steve. Right? Yeah. So we've done that, and so anyway, I was walking home, and I phoned Zoe. I said, "Babe, I can't walk anymore. Can you come and pick us up?" And she went, "What? I'm watching a film." So I haven't caught a bus since 1987, 88 probably, and that was an experience in itself.
I can't force myself to go near a bus, and I have a permanent free bus pass, and I cannot force myself to go on one. Do you understand why, right?
You used to drive them.
That's right. I retired as a bus driver. That's it. I'm done.
The last time I went on public trans, I went to the 2005 Eagles game, the national championship game.
My brother's Eagles fan.
I'm gonna show how Canadian I am. What is the Eagles game?
It's a football game, American football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My brother's
I woke up. There was 19 inches of snow on the ground.
Wow.
And I started digging out my truck, and I said, I don't want to do this. And I walked up the street, and they had plowed where the trolleys were. You know, they have trolleys there on electric trolley cars.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to the Eagles game. I called up my buddy and I was like, yo, I'm coming down to the Eagles game. He's like, all right. Came down. I had an old ticket. He flashed it. I met him in the bathroom, handed him $20, watched the game.
Cool.
My brother, so you live in Philadelphia, right?
Yep.
My brother lives in Chalfont.
Chalfont? I know where that's at.
I've not been that. I've not been to that address, but he moved from Dallas to Chalfont, PA. I don't know how far away that is from you, but I don't know what he does. He does some kind of science stuff. I ain't got a clue what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty close, brother, from where I live. Yeah.
But he drives into the city.
It's probably 30 minutes from here.
About half an hour away. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm up that way too, a little west though. So I'm about 20 minutes from him. Now it would be 30 minutes to the city.
Okay.
I can get to the city in 30 minutes as well.
Something happened in Philadelphia a few days ago, didn't it?
Something always happens in Philadelphia, bro.
Because I don't watch mainstream media. Because
I was working in the city, and they found 3 bodies in like 3 months behind the building.
Oh, wow.
In the alley. Some were foul play, some were just homeless and like crazy, you know. It's like an everyday occurrence down there.
Yeah, because what's that street? Kensington, is it?
Yeah, Kensington.
They call that the street of zombies, don't they, or something like that?
Hey, excuse my French, that's a shit show.
I think that's where, if you want to see The Walking Dead, just go to Kensington Avenue, is it? Something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the actual full name, but
Yeah.
man.
K&A, they call it K&A.
Oh man.
It's a shame, man. It's a
It
shame what's happening to the people.
Man. No one needs to be like that.
I had a real good friend, man. We used to work out all the time, go to the gym, and I used to go to his house all the time. I called him a couple times, couldn't get in touch with him, so I stopped by his house, you know, down in Atlantic City, and somebody else lived there. I was like, wow, man, you know, and he picks up the phone like a year and a half later, and he was down there, and he had a bad back and was on pain pills and ended up at K&A, you know, and he died 3 times. And some guy smacked him one day in the back of an ambulance, and he went up to Maine and got himself cleaned up. But like, it's that easy to get hooked. I mean, we were working out together, and we don't touch drugs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Back then. And yeah, man, it was like he just disappeared, and they found him in K&A. 3 times he OD'd and almost died, and they brought him back. That's crazy, man. Now he's all straight, real good, man. Been that way for 10 years, so yeah, it's crazy down here in the city.
We got a lot of new people popped in the chat.
Yeah.
Get Neil, who thinks who doesn't know that wine gums are still around. Yeah, try Maynard's; they're still around. Hi, Bag, how are you? Rock Butcher's in there. Happy New Year to you, brother.
Yeah, Rock Butcher.
It'll be a new year.
And we have Austrian Stacker.
Yes.
What are wine gums?
Papa G.
Wine gums are basically just flavored gums that apparently are made with a spot of wine. I don't think there's any alcohol in them.
No,
but
we watched the video.
Maynard's are delicious.
Yeah, it's just the reason why they put
definitely
like cognac and all that on their things. Yeah, they're patented. So when you go and get another brand, they put a different type of wine on there. But it's only cherry. Is it cherry, lime, orange, and melon, isn't it? I think the flavors are. Is that right? Yeah, but there's no wine in them.
No, grape. They had a grape too.
Oh yeah, grape. Yeah, grape. Grape's my favorite.
Yeah.
But it was only wine gums because it was just we watched it at Maynard's thing, you know, like Britain's favorite sweets.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. Do they have it down in the States? I know they have them up here in Canada.
they have we call it
I
American
never heard.
Hard. I think they do. If you go to probably World Food Court or something, they probably have them. I don't know.
I've never tried the black ones, Dimebag.
The black ones are the grapes. Yeah, the black ones are the best. But it's quite odd because you can have it because the colouring doesn't match the flavouring. So
That's
you can
true.
have a black one and it could be lime. The orange one could be grape. And that's what's so unique about it. But when it says port and cognac and whatever it is, it's nothing to do about wine. It's just the way they were made. I can't remember, about 100 years ago, something like that. I can't remember. But that's why if you
whining about it.
Yeah, there's no point whining about it. But yeah, still, it's great. Yes, it's a lot of the British companies are owned by a lot of the American companies. You know, like an umbrella company, or Canadian company maybe, or Chinese. I don't know, but I don't think there's any individuality anymore in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
I hope
So
everyone had a great New Year's anyway. If I haven't said it to everybody.
I have a question for you that has nothing to do with anything.
Okay, how can we answer?
What do you think are the 5 main reasons a person does not survive a fall off a cruise ship?
I fall off a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Impact.
What are the five main reasons?
Okay,
you got one of them. Force of impact's one of them.
Yeah. Well, they don't stop anyway. And hypothermia, it sets in.
Yeah, hypothermia is another one.
You get ate by a shark.
Shark's another one.
Yeah, probably you get sucked under with the propellers.
Yeah, I guess you could if you get hauled that way. Absolutely.
Yep.
It's probably shock, heart attack. If you're looking at medical things that way, because you know you're.
If they're falling into brine, what do you think would be another one?
What salt water? Okay. Well, you look like a hot dog.
Well, actually, it would lead to dehydration.
Yeah, dehydration. Yeah.
But one of the things you're missing that remember, I said a cruise ship. So most of the people that fall off a cruise ship are what?
Drunk. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I was going to say
inebriation is one of the number one reasons why you don't survive.
Yeah, because that is where the accidents happen. They go on places they shouldn't go in, stuff like that. But there's actually more accidents off a cruise ship than people realise.
Oh, that's interesting. EAC says, Dale, you should ask your brother to join the live sometime.
I don't talk to my brother in America. No, he's an arse. He's a million. I can't even put words into my mouth for him.
She sounds like Tracy when she's talking
yeah,
about some of my family.
She is. She's very direct. How can I say it? Is like he's a millionaire, okay, and he's got more academics and he's and he won't talk to common people. He doesn't acknowledge where he comes from. When he met his women, he tells them that he's famous for something, whatever, but he's a famous idiot. That's what I call him. And we used to get on really, really well until he met his wife, Wendy, and she sort of like tore it apart. And then he called me something which I didn't believe in, and he basically called me a thief, and I've never stolen anything in my life. Yeah, he's so up his arse, it's unbelievable. He sends me a message one time this year, and he says, "Happy Christmas." That was it.
Wow. Yeah, I kind of understand that. I've had issues with some family members, especially those that are in the same state. Down, we have the leg of our family down in Arizona. We're like they treat us like the poor country cousins, because I'm glad for them. They've done well for themselves, but you know, judging people just because they haven't made the same monies that you did. Holy cow! I got that from my in-laws, for Pete's sake. Friggin', I was the poor Canadian that my wife married. And boy, oh boy, it took a long while before they accepted me.
Oh, if you're not in the same boat, the thing is, if you're not in the, if you're not keeping up with the Joneses, because I'm a realist, you know.
Excuse me.
I think when you where we are, like me, I'm about me here, right? I'm not talking for everybody, but because I've got lots of friends, and if I fall from grace, I haven't got to fall far. You know,
Well,
my brother, when he comes down to the bottom, he's got nobody to help him. Do you see what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
So I'm happy where I am. You know what I mean? And I'm pleased for what he's done for himself, because he went from furniture removal, right? He was picked on at school all the time, right? And he will jump in plop and he's come out smelling of gold. And I don't disagree with what he's doing, and he's doing really well for himself, but he won't acknowledge that when I went to America, he was on his own, so it was good fun. He was, a bit more outgoing, and it was lots of fun. And then he left NASA to go and set up his own company with his mates, and he just changed. He met his wife, and he changed. Like, he wouldn't acknowledge. And say if I went and visited Numismaniac or PA or anybody, or you come here, you'll be treated as how you would be in everyday life. With my brother, when he comes to England, everybody's got to jump up and go, how high? You know what I mean? And I said, no, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, he don't acknowledge me. He won't have his wife acknowledge me, because I'm me. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love him still, and don't get me wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, putting people in different class society, I that bothers me.
Oh yeah, man. I'm quite happy to meet anybody, no matter what. I've met people from all walks of life, and they're just no normal than me.
Yeah.
And I'll be polite, pleasant.
Right on, Rock. Yeah, we dragged that boy out gold mining with us.
Oh, do you know what? That would be a dream, wouldn't it, Skipper?
Yeah, me and Rock take you out in the mountains, boy. Get you some of that shiny.
Get some of that colour in there. In that. I'm not worried about taking stuff back. I'm quite happy to do whatever and have fun with you guys. Have a laugh, be in the rain, snow, whatever it is, the weather is. And
there's access to helicopters too, bro.
Oh, I've been in plenty of helicopters. That's not a problem.
Oh, you and me both. Hot Dog Diggs, I haven't seen anything from you yet, but I haven't even been to the mailbox today. So I missed it on Friday. So there's probably
I love that name. Hot Dog Diggs. I love that name. Nick, he does his prospecting as well, and he sits in his shed. He's got his prospecting going, and that's a fun thing. Is it Living Room Panna? Another great channel. But yeah, I've just, when I went to America, it's nothing worse than going on holiday, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you realise this. And when you go on holiday, And I've seen people, I've heard of people going to Florida or Spain or whatever, and they've gone, oh, I'm going to get an English breakfast. No, why don't you just get something that is authentic, you know, to what they eat, you know? Let's go to this really posh restaurant. Why? What, you don't see locals eating there. You know what I mean?
Nick,
Best
I haven't
food I ever
stopped
ate
yet,
was
bro.
pub food.
I'll be happy sat out there in the wind, rain, and snow, whatever, panning for gold with a sandwich. You know what I mean? And a flask of tea. You know, getting down.
I'm sorry, I've never gone down to the water with and supped on tea. It's just something that I would coffee, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah, coffee,
and
whatever.
coffee done up in where you throw it in cheesecloth and you throw it in the pot and boil it away
on a stick.
or how about eating bannock? Have you ever eaten bannock?
No.
Oh man,
I eat jerky.
I'll have Indian bannock, Eskimo bannock, even bannock twists, so that you feel like you're in Britain.
Oh no, I don't want to feel like I'm British. I want to feel like I'm a native.
Oh, that's easy. Feed you pemmican. You'll like that.
Okay. I mean, I'll try it. I may not like it, but I might like it. Who knows?
Throwing out mail, sending stickers out.
Cool.
Cool, man. I can't wait, man. Just panning, just so much fun.
Yeah, we got the North Saskatchewan River down here. We head down towards Devon, and they get some great sandbars that are near there. That they're just at the right spot on the river for panning. It's really nice.
Kino, send me his link. I'm reading chat, guys. Sorry.
Living History Mysteries. He's a great channel.
Yeah, right, Nick. We know you got a secret spot for gold panning. I know all about it.
I've got a question for you panners out there, right? Now, obviously, I've seen a lot of people do this, and they put their sluices in, like, they bed it in, you know, and is it better to do it on a corner or on a straight to do? Because obviously, surely when the current goes round.
Not on the straight.
It doesn't matter where you set up the sluice. It matters where you get the material from.
Right.
So you're looking for the
you're looking for inside bends.
Inside bends, yeah.
Because the water's slower there.
Okay, I thought you'd be
So
better off.
Your heavy will drop out coming around the bend. The fast water is going to keep the stuff moving, and then if you do find bedrock in the fast moving stuff, you want to clean that out with a pick and see if there's any gold there in the cracks.
Right.
Yeah, because obviously there's a science behind all this stuff, you know.
Lots of places, you know. Like you can have a rock bed or something that's on an angle, right?
Yeah.
And then you won't find any gold on that angle, but if it flattens out a little bit as you go, you check in that flat spot, see if there's any cracks in there and material that builds up in there. And you may find gold there, you know, or you could find it in the cracks on the slanted side. So
gold is quite heavy, so you want to sort of, yeah. So on a bend, about
and you have to look everywhere, you know, look everywhere on both sides of the creek. Check every 10, 15 feet, you know.
So is it best to have like 2 or 3 sluices set up like that sort of thing, like off them. So you got one there, one there, one there, so like that. I don't know if you can see my hands very well, but you don't have them in a straight line, do you? But
what, the sluice?
So as the bend goes round, it's going to slow down. So, like a couple of feet, it's not going to be in the bed. It's not going to be right on the edge, is it? So, I mean, I don't know, because obviously all you see is the sluice when you do the videos and whatever, but you don't see where exactly on the bend you put them. So, like, is it a couple of feet out? 4 feet out, maybe.
Depends on what kind of sluice you have. If you don't have a leg kit on it, you're probably going to be in shallower water. If you have a leg kit on it, you could put it in deeper, fast moving water and use different kinds of mats.
Yeah.
So it all depends, you know. And then you just like I said, you find that area and you dump the material into the sluice from there. And it's always good to have a light kit on it, so you can set it up pretty much anywhere, you know.
Especially like the secret creek and that and all that, because you can just leave your sluice there, set up a tent, stay up there all night, just let it run through, and hopefully you got a big nugget.
I'll just get my industrial sluice and I'll get my backhoe and I'll get going there.
Now the idea of a sluice is to clean out all the light material,
Yeah.
and then you got the heavies left, and you dump the heavies in a bucket and you check them later.
So what do you do? Do you just like tap the rock so it breaks open and stuff like that?
Ah, you're looking for the gravels. You're looking for the heavy materials, the black sand.
The black
sand.
In behind rocks on the inside bends.
Penny sand, it's got to be, because people. So I remember like a few people going, the darker the better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You classify it down to 1/4 inch, and then you run it through your sluice box. It takes all the light material out, all the rocks that are lighter than the gold. Everything else goes out of the box in 3 to 5 seconds, right? And then all the heavy stuff stays in there. So you keep feeding through. Really
excited here.
Yeah.
I want a curve.
You keep feeding the material through. Check out some of my videos, man. You'll see. I'm good. Next Sunday at 1 p.m. my time. It's about 6:30 your time.
Yeah.
I'm running 75 pounds of dirt.
Is that live? You're doing that live? You're doing the video?
I'm going to do that live.
Right, I'm going to be there and watch you.
Yeah.
Everybody go and watch him now.
You come to my place, Dale, right now. You can do ice sluicing. It's kind of like bobsledding.
I got to check the weather. I don't know what it's going to be like out in the shop. It's cold out there.
Just go and do it.
I'll just bundle up. That's
You'll
what
be
I do.
right.
Last night I built a 3-inch hand dredge.
Man, I watched it. Do you know what? Do you know what? I watch these channels, yeah, and I like so envious. I can't watch them, and I was like, man, I wish I was out there. It'd be so much fun. You know, I used to do fishing years ago, and I used to do metal detecting and stuff like that. It's just like, it's the enjoyment of it. You know, it's a relaxation and just miss it.
Yeah, best I can offer you right now is ice fishing.
When you're doing your prospecting, is getting everything set up properly. And once you got it, you sort of know. I mean, you experienced guys know what you're doing. I mean, if I was out there, whatever I find, we'll just split it. Do you know what I mean? Just split it.
Rock, excuse me, Rock just posted the link to the vid that's coming up this coming Sunday.
Cool. Sunday, right, I'm going to write it down. Sunday, PA Patriot Prospecting.
Rock just put it in the chat.
6 p.m. Awesome. Cool. PA live stream. If anybody else has got anything coming up, post it in the link, guys. Post it in the, post it, or just say what you got coming up. Don't forget, we're going to be doing Neil's. How did that turn on? I don't know. It does turn it. Let me guess. You pressed the thing on the YouTube, didn't you? No, I didn't. You did. No, I didn't. Yes. Save that one.
So I saw the prospector out, Keno.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 75 pounds of dirt, Nick. I have a $50 nugget bag and a $25 nugget bag, and they're about a pound a dollar, and there's a nugget in each bag, and it's all unsearched pay dirt from the creek down in North Carolina. So there could be other gold in there too, which probably there is. And then I have about 4 bags of pay dirt that I won from events online here on YouTube. Great channels: Miller Prospecting, Brewers Prospecting, JP Loans and more. Can Do Veteran, Mark Miller won all kinds of pay dirt from their channels, and I'm dumping them all in them bags, and we're gonna have a sluice off, baby, all day.
Oh, do you know what is A lot of
so
people don't
I,
do this
I
anymore,
believe
really.
I
A
believe
lot of
they're
people don't.
all like half-gram bags, so it'll be another 2 grams in there plus whatever's in there and the nuggets that I'm supposed to get. So it'll be cool. We're gonna run it out, and I'm gonna show everybody how to sluice it up, baby. Let's do it.
But I mean, with that, I mean, when people were doing like games like that, you know, having a bit of friendly competition, you know, sort of thing. It's like metal detection. You do like metal detection and find out, you know, where you can get the most stuff and the best stuff, whatever. And I used to like watching the box battles, you know, the coin box battles. That was fun. But a lot of people don't do that anymore. So when you get to do that with the payday, you know, with your friend, with other people, it's a great way to meet people as well. You know, who's into that.
Mm-hmm. I want to bring to your attention Tuber Chat. If none of you have seen that, check it out. Tuber Chat. They really are doing a great service to the community, helping promote different channels. So I highly recommend that one. Rock Butcher. What do you got there, Rock Butcher?
I'm doing industrial scale. He does prospecting, I guess is the proper word for it.
Rock, why don't you come up, man?
But just go to PA Patriot Prospecting. Nice.
I
And
am
how many
scratching
people
my
are away
back.
from each other from your goal? How many? Let's have a look. Where's my phone? Let's have a look. See how many people are away from each other. Because
Nice.
try and get some goals tonight, eh?
Thanks, hon. Appreciate it.
Dime bag.
So what is Tuber Chat?
It's a grow channel, I think.
Yeah, Tuber Chat. It's fantastic. They'll actually check your channel out for you and give you tips on how to improve it, and they share it out to everybody. It's like here it is, guys, and it's one of the better ones.
The thing is, when I mean, I like, because obviously Stacks used to do a lot of grow networking, whatever. Runny Egg and many other people like that. They big ones who does the grow channels. One of my big.
Do you have to ask them to do it, or do they just automatically do it?
When you go, hang on, we got
Oh my God, it's Skipper's brother. Turn down your YouTube.
If we can get rock to 200, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you have to, when you come back in on StreamYard, you have to go out into the bottom, go to the next page, back to YouTube, and turn down the volume on YouTube.
Or just then it'll
get rid of your echo.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to use my other phone to put the link in.
Eurocoin. Subscribed to Eurocoin ages ago. He does well. Eurocoin does well on his channel, actually.
That was you then.
Yeah, that was me. I'm trying to put in the link into the chat, but I'm using my other old phone to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm inept when it comes to because I really need a new computer so I can stop using the bloody phone all the time.
So do I. My PC is about 17 years old, and my laptop's about 12 years old, so I need new everything.
Yeah.
Can we get Living History Mysteries to 750 maybe?
So I need new everything.
Yeah. PA Patriot Prospecting. He's PA Patriot Prospecting. He is very close to 1 million subscribers.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What?
You're only 9,517 away.
I have 483.
Yeah, as I said, you're 999,517 away.
All right. So I'm going to tell you all now. In 17 subscribers, I'm having a killer giveaway. 2
Did
bags
you
of
say
gold.
17 subscribers?
17.
Yeah, he's 17
17
away from
more.
500.
Oh, he's 17 away.
Yeah,
Oh,
17
gee,
away
I
from
thought you had more
500.
than that.
Is that
From
awesome?
an awesome 500 sub giveaway.
Cool.
Uh,
Hi, fellas.
Hi.
and
Hey,
How are
PA,
you?
how are
then,
you? Good.
What's going on, brother?
EAC. Let's check it out. EAC's channel.
Waiting for the streams to thaw out. So it's kind of a slow time right now.
Waiting for the streams to thaw. That's familiar.
Yeah.
Early February, I'm back on the creek, baby.
February? I don't expect here till the 15th of April.
Ah,
Yeah.
man.
If that,
It's
maybe
2
on
weeks.
the big ones, yeah. I'm in
2
7
weeks,
days,
guys.
Skipper. I think you and I have chatted virtually before, but yeah, things are
2
pretty
weeks.
solid here right now. So
Skip, have you
I'll be on
heard?
the creek digging.
Have you heard that
No, I haven't.
live streams don't count towards watch hours anymore?
What?
What?
really,
Live streams does not count towards
Spin
watch
it,
hours
Briggs. I'll
anymore.
be right back. I'm listening
Okay.
now.
And
Live
when did that take?
January, I think. No, December.
really.
Yeah, I'll show you. When you go live, okay, it's not count towards watch hours. When you keep the live public, it will stay. Then when people view the live stream, then it goes towards watch hours.
So after the live stream's over,
Yeah.
If people want to
Only
watch
when
it
people
afterwards,
watch
then
the
it's,
video.
that's crazy.
All the live streams I've done, I lost my hours on.
Really?
Yeah. And you know, in my last live stream, this is how much I earned on my last live stream.
Is it enough to buy a coffee?
That much.
It's not enough to buy a
what
coffee.
is that? Is a decimal 0.0002 pounds?
Pence.
Pence.
That's even worse.
I will show you. Actually, I can show you right here. Actually, right, because Zoe told me, and I had to go and check it out myself.
Yeah, because I had an email about it.
Very interesting. I mean, I love the live streams. I mean, they're great for.
Oh yeah, I still do them.
It's just maybe it'll motivate people to do more actual videos. I know I've really slowed down on the videos that I've been putting up.
You go see.
I heard, yeah. I was watching another content creator recently, and they were talking about the new rules that YouTube has imposed.
Yeah.
And some of them go towards demonetization. And what they've done is they've imposed these rules, but they haven't said it's as of January 1st, 2023. They've said we're imposing these rules now, and they're actually going back to all, you might have been producing videos for 4 years, and they're retroactively imposing those rules on those videos. And so, like, if you're someone who creates, you know, content that people might want to go back and start watching from the beginning kind of thing, you receive zero monetization for that watch time whatsoever.
They're called evergreen videos. So they're like repeatable. But you're right. I'm guilty of it. we've all done live streams and just let it run for hours to get our hours built up. And that's why they've stopped it. I think they've cut on because you're not creating anything, and they want creators, and they've had these rules in since 2005 when they started it. They just never imposed it as official, and so they're not new. They're just enforcing them and changing the rules on them, especially with gaming. Now with games, I used to have a gaming channel years and years ago, and when you play the games, when it was okay for the game companies being shown their games and walkthroughs and stuff like that, it's fine. But when you have the music on it, the game companies don't own the copyright to the music, and neither does YouTube. And so if anybody's played games and they've got music or action or any kind of sound bit on it that is not copyrighted, you're okay. But if it's copyrighted sound bits and stuff like that, or music, talking, whatever, voiceover actors as well.
So what happens if they copyright you?
It gets demonetized.
Yeah, you can get demonetized. And some of these rage channels with like getting people to rage swear on their channels of gamers, like they used to that wind people up. They will now, they will now take, when it first happened, people will go, how am I going to pay my effing rent? How am I going to pay this, blah, blah, blah. Well, because YouTube are relying on advertisements like a lot of people do, especially the independent companies and whatever, we've got to play, we are using a platform for free, you know. So you've got to be in the round of their rules, unfortunately. That's just the way things work. And hopefully, obviously I haven't, I've done, and I've always used YouTube music, you know. That's why I've never used third-party music, because they may be licensed. So if you use an after or a pattern part, whatever, edit company, and they got music on it, and they go into YouTube, YouTube may not be licensed for that. So that's why people get kicked off for that, to not have that music. I've had to change, because on my phone I got free music, license free. Yeah. But I've had to change 4 videos out of the 3,000 videos I've done. I've had to change 4 videos and use YouTube music. So yeah, I think do you know when people do these reaction videos to films?
Yeah.
Even they are being punished because
really?
Yeah, even they are being basically punished because
that's really odd, because you would think that you play music's copyrighted. Well, the film certainly is copyrighted. So I mean, even just portraying the film would be a thing. I see History Man's in the house. Hi, History Man.
I think it's not the actual critics, because if they're licensed to do that, I don't think that really matters. I think it's when somebody sits on like you know, you're in your bedroom or on a table and you're criticizing the film and all that. I think that's where they're doing it maybe wrong, or they're playing trailers. You know, you get these people talking about, say, Game of Thrones, and they've got like 2-minute, 3-minute bit on it, and it's got swearing, it may have nudity, whatever. Yeah. I think that's where they're getting punished, because they're really clamping down on fetishes, so to speak, where people eating food prohibitively, you know.
Anything that sexualized.
Yeah. So Zoe's been reading it all, and she told me, and I thought, what?
Hey, John Jacobs.
Can't be right, JJ.
A lot of these bans are automatic.
To hear from Darren, because he does both gaming and he does karaoke on his live stream stuff.
But he's using it as fair use. That's the difference. He's not selling it. So he's using because obviously you can, if you do get, they don't do copyright strikes instantaneously. It's community strikes, which you can sort out automatically. And all when I've had them, I just press, there's a button there, let YouTube sort it out. You know what I mean? Let YouTube sort it out. I can't be bothered to go and edit for hours on end. I just go, okay, YouTube do it. Thank you very much. Then it's on them, and I do it that way. But I think you get some bad actors out there, as they call them, bad actors, creators, and it ruins it for everybody. That's the problem. Not everybody's going to play by the rules, right?
Yeah.
There are some known artists that won't allow you to use their music. They've made it known, or their management companies or the owners of the music have made it known that you can't get away with using any of their stuff. Mostly Disney stuff, anything Eagles, anything Zeppelin, and there's a few others that they will take your stream down until you're done. But most things that you play, either they will be ignored or you'll get a not a strike. Get that word out of your head. It's 3 strikes and you're out, but this is not a strike. They claim your stream for revenue purposes if it makes any money. So since I have a second channel that I have no interest in monetizing, and one that I do, I put the gaming and the singing on the non-monetized channel, and I let them do anything they want. Sometimes they tell me it's blocked in certain countries. What do I care? I don't give a snot where you block it. I don't care. Don't care at all. So it doesn't matter. It's never anything anywhere important. And there's no revenue to take, so it's a joke. Have at it, boys.
I've had that where I've had a community strike, and I think I showed you, didn't I, Skipper?
You had a copyright claim. You didn't have a community strike. Stop using the word strike. A strike is you only get 3 strikes and you're out. You got a content claim. That's not a strike.
It happened to me, and then I went to. It happened to me. I got a copyright on a song. I was driving and I was playing a song on the radio, and they copyrighted it.
It happens all the time.
I found the video on that guy's channel. For the music, for the group, on that group's channel, I found my video of me driving down the road. So they put it on their channel.
Beautiful. Well, this is the truth.
Here's the
These systems are automatic.
Wait a minute. Wait. Here's the thing. It drove traffic to my channel.
Beautiful.
So I was like, yeah, baby.
Yeah, the banning systems are somewhat automatic, honestly. They don't have... It only gets reviewed by people once it becomes a problem. My next video, I think I'm kind of primed to make it, is a review of everything that I bought on Amazon over the year for Dimebag Darren Studios. What made sense, what I wouldn't buy again, and what I would buy different if I had this list and got to buy it again. So, yes, exactly. Copyright claim is nothing. Copyright strike or a strike, because it's not just a copyright strike. It's a strike against YouTube's terms of service. And that's why it's a big deal. They only let you mess with their terms of service 3 times, and then your channel is deleted and there are no videos well, there always are, honestly. That's bullshit. But even when they delete your channel, completely, they still have it all, every little bit of it. Just so you know. Depends on who you are at that point. But anyway, it's always a struggle, boys. Don't let it get you down. Woohoo! We shall overcome.
So I've often asked myself this question. What about older music, stuff like back in the 40s and the 50s?
Well, in England, anything in the UK, okay, anything that is older than 65, and it's or any music that is posted in the public domain is allowed. It doesn't matter about what YouTube says. If it's in the public domain, you're allowed to use it. If on classical music, which is like nearly 100 years old, it's fine, because it's all in the public domain.
Thing is, though, you can have a person make a false claim against it, and then you have to fight it regardless, even though it's wrong.
Yeah, that is true. But if you in the United States, I think it's older. I think it's a little bit older or short. I can't remember. But some music and artists like their music, depends what you're playing, don't mind it being in the.
Ooh, I need a haircut,
They
man.
still get royalties from it, so they're not really bothered, I suppose. Yeah, the copyright survives 75 years after the death of the songwriter. At least in the strikes, at least in the 78 era, literally 1901 to 1992 is in the public domain. But he goes on specifically speaking on how that works in Canada. I think it's 65 in the United Kingdom. I think it's a bit less. It might even be 55 years.
Hmm.
What do you think of the beard, Skip? It's getting a little long.
Oh, this is. I understand where you're at now. That's the length I enjoy up until June.
Anything about Shakespeare?
And then after June, that's when I let it go wild.
I'm at the point where I've almost ordered it to all be cut off. Back down to a trim number 1. Yeah.
You're a bald man.
Oh,
I'm not allowed. When I grow my beard long, I look like the skipper, and my wife accuses me of looking like Santa Claus. So she says, "Yeah, no, it's not allowed." I wish that the hair up here would grow nearly as fast as the hair down here does, because I could shave twice a day.
Well, this is it. Go out and get yourself a Santa Claus gig too, and that's. I mean, we're the right people for it.
I was just getting into my family all the way back, man, and every one of them had a full. All my grandfathers had a full head of hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I lucked out.
of course, I had to bleach my hair this year.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah,
have
we
to.
saw that,
You
Skip.
committed.
It wasn't you
Yeah.
though. It was Santa.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
You just ramped it up, and next is a full-on suit.
Well, I do own my own suit here, but I'll actually. There's an outfit in Los Angeles. I'm looking at ordering a new one, and they run between $900 and $1,000 US.
It's not that suit you were talking about the other day, though.
Imagine
it was a captain suit.
Oh no, the suit.
We'll be back in a minute.
I need the captain's jacket, the white one that Captain Smith wore on the Titanic.
Yes, that's
for my film. That's the one that I need. And I see I can get copies of his medals too. Now, once I get that stuff, then I can do my special video for the Titanic, his final speech, and go over the monies that were on the Titanic. Look, read this. It says, I'm also a musician. I can't actually use my own music on my YouTube channel since my distributor will claim copyright.
Wow, that's interesting. Because one of PA Patriot, who's showing a dime here, I think.
It's a miner's coin, but it's small.
Okay.
Oh, let's see that one.
I can't get it to focus.
Oh, that's with the miner with the pan. That's cool.
Old Sasquatch sent it to me.
Right on.
That's very nice.
Yeah, one of the guys from our prospecting community got hooked up with a music producer, a musician that did his own, wrote his own songs and produced them and everything. And he's given him total permission, verbally and in writing, to use it on YouTube. And the first time he put it out, YouTube dinged him and said, "Hey, this might be a copyright thing." And he just got back to him and he said, "No, here's the permission that we have to use it." And it makes a lot of sense because, like, for small time, if you're just starting out as a band or something like that and you want to actually get your stuff out there, why not? Why not
play it yourself?
Give someone else permission to go and do it. There you go.
What if you play it yourself?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's interesting that you guys say that because I mostly post music from like the '78 era. It's like,
Listen, man, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I usually don't get copyright claims from like music from like 1900 to like 1922 because it's public domain now.
Excuse me, guys, 1 second.
But after 22, you mostly just get a claim. So like 22 to like, and this is just recording. You know, I can't say for like classical music and all that stuff, but I think even if so, I really can't say for classical music, but I mostly like stuff for like recordings of music. I would say from like 22 to like 65, you mostly get claims. But like after that, that's when you get like strike to hell. Now it depends. Like before 65, it depends like if the song is popular or not. You know, because if I post, let's say Jailhouse Rock, I could have a claim. I could have a strike for that.
Really?
Yeah, and I had even like friends, you know, even telling me, you know, stuff like that. That hey, you know, I have this famous particular song that I had a strike for. So, and also it can be dependent on the artist too. You know, so that is like heavily protected under the copyright system.
Darren,
so
you're muted.
Who, me?
No, Darren. I thought Darren was trying to talk to you there for a second. But
yourself? I don't know. You're Darren.
Darren,
no,
are you?
I'm Rock Butcher. He's Darren. He was
okay.
Microphone was muted.
Yeah. See, now for me, if I had my druthers as far as background music, it would be anything from old sea shanties right up to the big band era. Like I love Glenn Miller and Tommy Dorsey and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to have music like that in the background.
Right. I mean, if you want to have like Glenn Miller, like him, I don't think it would bother you very much. At least in your channel. You just have a claim, that's it. Yeah.
Well, every prospector should have a claim.
I have several.
History guys.
I'm pretty sure that PA's got more than I do.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, Nick will never ever admit where his is. Have you ever watched any of his videos? He keeps sneaking off to the secret spot of his, and he finds some good chunks of gold in that pan of his.
Yeah. It's actually open source material. If you, I mean, most jurisdictions, if you go to look and you know what to look for, you can look up online and find who owns what claims where.
That's also a thing too.
Rock, I don't have a claim.
You don't have any claims, PA?
No, but I'm going to join a club in North Carolina, though. They got a lot of claims.
Well, you can join the GPAA clubs down there in the States, and they got.
I'm actually a member. I should check them out, huh?
Yeah. Well, when I get down there with you guys down in April, I'll slide a membership in there too, and you know it's probably the only time that whole year I'll be down there. But if that money goes towards a good cause, I'm happy to pay my membership. You know, it's not much. It's like what, $35 or something like that for a GPA membership.
I've just been paying $5 a month.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
As soon as Dale slips back in here, we'll get folks. Anybody who wants to get on the pay it forward wheel.
Sorry, Dale. What's that? I'm sorry, Skip. What's that about?
Oh no, the pay it forward wheel. You know what that's about, don't you?
I probably heard once or twice, but never got involved.
It's a little game we play on here that's a little bit different than other channels where we have twice a week, 2 people can get. Sorry, let me try to explain this the best way to say it. We have one of those wheels that goes twice a week, and 2 individuals can win on that wheel. And what it is you commit an item. It could be anything, hopefully small. A coin, a collectible card, a keychain. I don't know what it is. Something that's easy to mail out, and you set that aside. You commit that at the end of the month. Whoever is placed on the weekly wheel is placed on the end month wheel. If their name comes up, last man standing, they end up winning from everybody that's accumulated all these. It's basically a treasure hunt. You're paying it forward. So and once you've won a weekly wheel, you don't have to put it in anymore. You only get to do it the once. So it's a lot of fun to. And of course, Dale and I throw in a coin each month on the end month wheel as well. So some people have gotten a lot of items.
I don't know, PA, should I dig out my pet rock?
Yeah.
These guys?
I have a pet rock now.
I've been contemplating this. I think it's a good idea, but I don't know where to say. Tell me if this doesn't sound like a cool idea. Let's take the pet rock concept, and instead of a rock, get yourself a little wooden placard that says JOB on it with a hole drilled in it. And it's your pet job. And what you do is you tie a line in on the thing so that you can attach it to your belt, so you have job portability. You can give it to your friends, so you can give them a job. You can get little decals and stuff to decorate it, so you can actually make the job so that it's personalized just for you. And no one can take job security. No one can take it away. I wonder if that would go over as well as the pet rocks did. I don't know.
That might. That's almost right up there with a round to it.
Oh, the round to it. Yeah, and actually that got popular too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marlon's in the house. Yo, Mayers, what's up, brother?
I thought I was turning into Marlon there for a while there.
PA knows what I'm talking about. I'll be back in a sec. I'll bring my pet rock out and I'll show you guys.
1,600 newborn babies. I'm finished. Never has seen so many newborns in my life, or parents that wanted to throw a newborn in my lap. And why I'm saying that is because Marlon works with babies in the hospital. He's a nurse.
Marlon, I sent you some mail, brother.
Now, I've been catching a lot of what Al's been doing out in Newfoundland there. He's quite the outdoorsman. Hanging around a lot of seals, though.
I mean, that's what you see in Newfoundland a lot. Right?
Oh, yeah, you do see them there.
Yeah.
Hold on, Keno. Rock is
You know what?
getting
I want to see rocks.
I want to see rocks.
All right. I don't know if you can make my picture big.
All you got to do is eat a little bit more and you can get bigger.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That is not a pet rock. That is a pain in the back.
That's all that obnoxious yellow running down there. That's pure gold.
Yeah, baby.
Wow, that's more than a pet rock then.
Yeah. That is pretty cool.
It runs right through the top, and it goes all the way around the backside, all through here, along through there. Yeah, it weighs about 25 pounds.
Cut it, Rock.
Hey,
cut it.
No, I'm not cutting this. God damn, no way. That's we did the dip test on this and there's 4.5 ounces of gold in this one.
Wow.
Holy mackerel.
The really cool thing about it is that I lined up the blast. I'm a geologist by profession. I work in mining.
Okay.
And I lined up the blast. The miners did their thing. They blasted this. And then after the blast, I was the first guy back in. And I disconnected the wires and I went in. I got the water hose going to soak down all the blast dust and everything like this. And this was sitting up nice and pretty right on top of the outcrop or the blasted muck, you know. And I thought, wow, that's really cool because it's not just the visible gold in the quartz vein, which is important, but it's also got the pyrrhotite ore, which pyrrhotite is a type of pyrite, which in this case, at this mine, it's about 1/4 ounce per ton all day long. And it's also got this nice gray, a lot of these lines you see running through it are arsenopyrite ore, which is an arsenic sulfide. And they're also quite rich. So this one specimen contains all 3 types of mineralization that were present at the Red Lake mine, which at the time was one of the highest grade gold mines in the world.
Wow.
And, so as a specimen, you know, it's unique, really. It's not just a chunk of gold. It's a chunk of gold that shows all 3 types of. So at any rate, we were allowed to buy it. We were allowed to actually purchase specimens from our own mine. So I put this one, believe it or not, in a bag big enough to carry it. And I wrote my name on it. And I told the guy who did the specimen thing, give me a call. And I bought this for $1,600 back in the day when gold was $300 an ounce. So what's it worth now? Pretty cool, eh?
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah. And those actually are really ignorant scabs of gold. Like I could pull them off. They're like foil that are sticking off the sides of the rock. What I did, I tell you the truth, I gave it to my mom as a gift because the only person more Roman Catholic in the entire world than my mom is the Pope. And she said prayers every day for her little boy that went underground 1.5 miles, working in the dark. And I gave her this and I told her, Mom, I says, thank you very much for all your prayers. And this, and for years, this sat down by the fireplace in her living room. And when the sun came in the French windows from the side, you could be standing in the kitchen preparing breakfast and look down and you could see that gold all the way across the room, you know?
Wow.
And then now Dad's gone and last year when I was down there, she's drawing down, she's trying to, you know, thin things out at the house and stuff like that. She says, look, you know, Jimmy, I've had this long enough. Why don't you take it home and enjoy it yourself? So here it is back at my place.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's basically become a family heirloom.
Well, that's it. You know, I mean, it's a
really
solid specimen. It's got the provenance, you know, and so it's worth what it's worth to the purchaser, but it's not for sale. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Well, thank you for sharing that. That is very cool.
Hey, no problem. That's my pet rock. My pet rock's better than your pet rock.
Oh,
I
my pet rock is long gone.
Yeah, same with mine.
My daughter says that's the king of all pet rocks. Yep.
My goodness.
No, that sits in a display case in my living room. The grade of that blast, when we took it was about 45 ounces per ton. And that blast was on the order of 80 tons. And I'm talking imperial here, not metric.
Right.
So 8 4/8, 1,200 ounces of gold in one blast.
Wow.
Yeah. It was incredibly rich there.
That's neat.
Yeah.
And I don't have any gold in my collection at all. You cry.
You've got some nice gold coins.
Not anymore, I don't.
Well, this is where they come from, right here.
Yeah, I know. All I got is bloody silver.
Come on down here, Numis. Come on down here and go mining with us.
Oh, that would have been the most wonderful thing to offer me 40 or 50 years ago. Now I can't even go and tie up my damn shoes. So mining is not exactly something I'd be able to do right away.
Yeah. Well, I gotta wear shin guards.
I got to use a lift chair to get up.
It's my leg is still healing.
Boy, but you know what? I had a lot of fun getting all busted. It's just coming back to haunt me.
I know where you're coming from, Skipper. I tell people the same thing. They say, you look a lot older than you really are. I'm only 55. I'm like, yeah, you go spend, 35 years in mining and well, let's see what you look like coming out the other end.
Oh, yeah.
And between the knees and the hips and the elbows and the wrists and I walk around, I sound like that's my Naperson.
My oldest boy was complaining to me there a few weeks back. He's going, Dad, I'm 49 years old. I feel so old. I says, what? What? How do you think I feel? You're bitching about being 49.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Dale.
All right, I'll go put this big ass rock back in its display case. Hopefully, I don't drop it on my toes.
Dale.
Rock, you got my address, dude. If you ever want to just ship that out, dude. All right.
Can you imagine? You remember what it cost to send those bags of paper down to the U.S.? I can't imagine what it would be. $1,000 just to send this to you.
Oh yeah.
I spent $100 sending a sluice box to Nebraska.
I sent stuff to Dale. I don't even want to think about how much it cost, and it took 3 months.
That's just crazy. That was.
Well, I can get a global stamp for $1.
I'm ancient. So, no, you're not ancient.
If I'm just sending stickers and a card or something like that, it's only $1 to send globally. You get a global stamp.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I keep it under an ounce if I can help it.
Skipper, I have to go. Yeah, I know it's very short, but of my presence, but I have to go.
Well, you know what? Next time, come on, I want to hear some of that music you got. See how some of these, and share some of the latest finds.
I will. I'm actually gonna post a record tonight. So
cool.
So you can hear that.
Yeah, you guys get a chance. You should check out his collections. Very cool.
Yeah, but I'll see you guys.
Okay, take care.
Later, history.
See ya, Dale. See ya. Rock with you.
Man. Nice to meet you,
history, man.
Dale, welcome back, brother.
Thank you. Just had a phone call, that's all. Sorry about that.
Over hill, over Dale.
So we're doing this pay it forward. Anybody going to be going on?
Oh, I did mention it.
Yeah, I did
hear. Anybody wants to join, put one in the chat and what if you want to donate.
And remember, take a record of what people has put in. EAC's put a garbage pail kit trading card. John Jacobs put 1964 silver dime and a quarter so far. So they're the two people on the wheel. And the last Thursday of the month, there will be no donations, but that's when the last player standing is going to happen, who determines the winner. So if you want to send your car, that's not our problem, that's yours.
Yeah, I don't have anything of interest to donate right now, apart from that that pulverized rock I got from the assay lab, and I don't think anybody here is interested in that. I mean, it's confounded a lot of the guys that do panning and stuff. It is so fine. It's pulverized so fine. Go look this. I can send you somebody if you want. No problem at all. Everybody else I've sent it to has been complaining about it.
You could send anything you want. Heck, we've had Pez dispensers, we've had MacBooks, we've had, you name it, we've had it.
Wow.
We've had wives, we've had girlfriends, we've had mistresses, crown jewels.
Wow.
Hey, what channel are you on?
I don't know what channel. Yeah, but I'm getting more and more interested here the more I listen.
See, here's my problem. I'm 54, stuck in a 27-year-old's mindset.
Actually, that's the same as all of us. Believe me.
Yeah,
I'm 20. I'm 27 with 27 years experience. All right, get it right.
I think what makes me feel oldest is when I discuss. I enlisted in the Canadian Army in 1968. My wife at that time was 3 years old.
Civil War.
68. I was just
Skipper, I enlisted on my birthday in 1984, and at that point in time, my wife was a year and a half old.
So you were just as bad as me, and worse.
Yeah.
So you got the young chickie like I did.
That's it. Yeah.
You need them younger to keep up with us, guys.
You're only as old as the woman you feel at the end of the day.
That's it. That's it. We're coming up to how old now? With 38 years together, pretty close.
Oh, good for you. Yeah, we just celebrated 16, heading on to 17 now. So
I got 23 with my wife.
Right.
Yeah, I've had 7
2 years between me and Zoe.
Oh, you're actually fairly close.
She's like years or years. I'm not sure.
Mrs. Patriot's a black belt. She keeps me in line.
That's okay. My wife's a Mongol. She can shoot me stone dead from the back of a horse using a bow from 200 meters.
Huh? Yeah.
Those Mongolian horse archers, boy, I'll tell you. Yeah, they keep you in line too.
Thank you, baby.
Wow. And I was going to say my wife's British.
Yep, she might boil some beef for you.
As long as she doesn't serve me mushy peas, I'm fine. So what do we got here? Do we have any takers for today? Oh, and if we're less than 2, it's automatically.
My husband is about 20 years older than me. He just wants someone to take care of him when he gets really old. But he's take care of you.
I keep having dreams of being 85 and homeless.
I was actually hoping at least one of my kids got into geriatrics. Damn it, none of them did.
Yeah, I knew it was over when I said, yeah, I knew that guy for 20 years. I said, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I wouldn't be doing anybody any favor sending that muck off to people who don't know what they're doing with it. So
well, then what you do is you go into your drawer and pick out a dime or a nickel or something and say, okay, I'm sending that.
We have several different ways of trying to get that gold out of there, Mr. Rock.
Oh, you're still drooling over the bloody pet rock.
Yeah, I was all happy about my pet rock, and then I saw his pet rock, and I was like, oh, well,
there's absolutely nothing wrong with your pet rock. Let me tell you, buddy. The one that I got is
it's my first pet rock.
That's a once in a lifetime affair, man. Like getting something like that. I looked out and I seized the moment.
Yeah.
Carpe diem.
I almost fell out of the chair when I got this one. All right,
Mine's
I'm
got a
in.
blue wheel. You can send me some
I'm
of your
in.
rock
Skip.
flower.
Put me in for a $250 bag of pay dirt.
There you go.
There you go. $250 bag of pay dirt.
Kin of mine wants a bag of that rock flower. All right. Kin of mine, let me see if this works here.
Welcome back, Darren.
He's back.
Oh,
No
yeah.
sound.
He's wanting us to read his lips again.
Suddenly had some chores that needed to do.
Oh, that's right.
You
Come
know,
on,
these
garbage.
things come up. Well, no worries.
Okay, kin of mine, there's my email address. Or sorry, my channel address. Go on my about page, you'll find my email address. And if you win, I don't mind. I'll send you a bag of that flour if you want it.
I'd love to see the letter carriers when they get the winner. They get stuff from all over the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking their letter carrier hates them.
Oh yeah. That's a fly in the bag, isn't it?
So I got a question for kin of mine there in chat. Do you have a blue bowl or do you have the gold spiral wheel? Which one do you have? Because I've heard them both referred to, you call it a gold screw, a gold wheel, a blue bowl. They all got, depends who you're talking to. Because if you got a spiral, you don't want that powder, I'm telling you. The only thing that's good for is fire
It's
acid.
gonna spiral.
Oh, the spiral wheel?
Yeah.
I can figure out some. Because I've got both. I've got the pulps, which are I'm talking that's 140 mesh minus. That's how fine this stuff is. And then we've got
Combo, Mike.
1/4 inch crush.
Micro Dream It.
Maybe because now that Tim Peterson sent me that dream mat, the micro, I've got the 3-stage one.
Yeah.
I might try just running some of it through that too. I think it might get it. Joe got some.
Do you have a gutter sluice?
Got some when he ran it through his micro mat.
Do you have a gutter sluice?
Hmm?
Do you have a gutter sluice?
I got the adventure one. The adventure sluice he sent me for free.
But do you have a gutter sluice? You can get a micro dream mat for $10 for that. They're like 2 1/8 or 3 1/8 inches wide. Just put it right in there. Or a banjo pan. You got a banjo pan?
No.
Yeah, get banjo pans are $39, and you get the combo dream mat for $10. Put that in there and place it a mat that's in there. And the mat that's in the banjo pan is good anyway. It's that conveyor belt stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
for all of you guys who don't follow this, what we're talking about is different styles of riffles and traps in the pan or in the mat in the bottom of the sluice box that's going to create turbulence and catch the gold. Yeah.
Yeah, that micro dream mat should get that stuff. Especially if you turn your flow down a little bit with powder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It gets a chance to lay down and make sure you put surfactant in there. You got to have some jet dry.
Yeah.
But them banjo pans rock with a combo, not a combo, a mini micro, a micro dream mat cleanup sluice. They're like 3 1/8 inches wide. They're only $10 on the website. Put that in the banjo pan, and I use that for a cleanup sluice. And then I put my adventure sluice in front of that, so it runs off of both of them, and it's about yay long.
Yeah.
It's like almost 2 feet.
Yeah.
It catches everything, man.
Because that super fine gold, it's really, really difficult to trap. But the reality is that when you get the physics right and you get the mats right, it actually adds up really fast because it is so dense. you start getting some
You should
money.
start to see a trail of it. Yeah, you should start seeing a trail of it. Yeah. Especially in that micro mat, that works really well. Just make sure you brush it out before you run your gold through it. Get them air bubbles out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're only $10. Man, it's not bad. And they fit in the gutter sluice too. If you buy a gutter sluice, they fit in there.
I didn't know where he was. I was like looking for him. He was there. What's the matter? Right.
I gotta jump off, guys. All right.
Okay, we got PA Pictures prospect.
PA.
PA, you're automatically on the end of the month wheel.
All right. When do I have to send that out?
When I do the last Thursday of each month,
Okay.
I do the last player standing wheel, and say you win, for argument's sake, it's your responsibility to put your email in so the people can, because we don't have emails address or addresses to send out to people because it's it's against the law to give out anything, even if I get permission. Obviously we have EAC and John Jacobs, and the same applies. Just put your email in the chat so the people will know where to send. Then obviously you reply back to them with your address, and then they will send out.
You do it directly between them. Yeah.
So rather than people, when I used to do battle chat, so people send it to me, then I would send it out. And I would say, there's no point sending anything to me. Just keep it and send it directly. So it's just one postage, not rather than two lots of postage.
Sure.
That way,
all good.
And try and keep it, in small into like an envelope. So it's like a couple of dollars or whatever, $1.50 or something like that. So it's small. And then if you win, you might get a load of stuff come in, and I'll just sift through it. And then you can, what the prizes you don't want, you can just reuse again for the next game.
Pass it on to someone else.
Yeah.
Nothing like re-gifting,
Yeah, unless you keep winning.
So Neil's Comics, Games, and Whatever has a pretty good question. He says, so I have a question about gold. In America, if you find gold, does a load of paperwork come along after you find it, or is it automatically yours? What we're talking about, Neil, is alluvial gold, naturally occurring gold that's been weathered out of the hard rock, weathered out of the bedrock, and carried down in the creeks. And as long as you have permission to be mining there, whether that's a group claim like the Prospectors of America group claim, or you have your own claim, no, there's no paperwork that comes along with that.
Your gold.
That's your gold.
Yeah.
And what you do with it then becomes a very interesting question, because if you sell it to the bank, it becomes income. But if you sell it to a jeweler, it's a cash transaction. So if you get what I mean.
And with the new IRS laws, they coming after you.
That's the loophole.
Yeah. So a lot of times, most producers, they'll sell their fine stuff, their fine grain gold. They'll sell that to the buyer, and that's their bottom line in their accounting books. But the coarser grain stuff, they'll sell it to jewelers at a premium, because you can make gold nugget jewelry out of it, and that sells at a premium. Yeah, and so you can actually get a premium out of the coarser stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting you brought that up, because in Canada, a lot of people that have the gold that you find, and whatever, they actually take dealers will buy gold off them, and they'll actually take that gold and take it to the refineries themselves here.
Yes,
get it done.
Yeah, it's not like we're talking about naturally occurring gold. We're not talking about finding, a hoard of gold coins or something. That's a completely different story.
Yeah, that becomes either the landowner's property or the federal or state property. There's like a misconception to finders keepers. It's not. And I'm pretty sure it's more or less the same in.
From what I understand, the UK's rules towards when you talk about treasure, if you want to call it treasure, the UK's rules are some of the fairest in the world. In terms of the landowner gets compensated, the finder gets compensated, the government buys it all, and then it all goes into a museum. In North America, if you find something like that, there's going to be 3 different governments going after you, trying to take it away from you, and you will not get paid a penny for what you have found.
No, what happens over here? If you find something, if you was mudlarking, metal detecting, it doesn't apply to magnet fishing. But if you find anything in the estuary, but you have to have, it used to be called a Queen's Council license, but now it's called a Port Authorities license.
Okay.
You can find any type of treasure you like. Depending on the license you have, you're not allowed to dig. Even if you can see, say you have say this is a coin that's sticking out the ground like that, you're not allowed to put out the ground. It has to stay there. And there's cameras everywhere. And that's mudlarking. And if you find something that's precious metal, apart from coins, you can keep the coins if you want to. You can keep musket balls and keep pipes and things like that. Just normal everyday things. But if you find a ring or any firearm and stuff like that, you must report it to the Metropolitan Police. And what happens is that the police will give you a receipt and the date, time to find, depending on what the precious jewelry. So if it's a ring, for example, whether it's gold or not gold, okay, because a lot of people are not experts. It needs to go and get tested. And if it is something non-precious, they'll just give it back to you. You've got 7 days. And if it's a real gold ring and it is of value, or say if it's a certain age, they will give you free quotes, and you can either take it and they keep it, or it can be put into a museum. But if it's metal detecting and you're on a farmland, for argument's sake, and you got permission, if you find anything, it belongs to the landowner. Simple as that. It's down to the discretion of the landowner to say, well, if you sell it, we split it, or you can just keep it because I have no use for it, whatever. That's where the misconception comes from. But if you was out doing normal metal detecting, say in a public field, then it becomes the borough of that. So if I was digging out in, say, Wiltshire, and I was digging on, because around here there's a lot of red tape because I live in an Iron Age area, so the whole place is pretty much owned by the National Trust. So I can't go out and dig. You know what I mean?
Do you live in Wiltshire?
You have to belong to a metal detecting club, and then you go on digs with them, and whatever you find, it belongs to the club, and then it goes off to whatever the person who's running it, or the committee's running it, to whatever that they do with it. So,
well, between you and me, I don't like your rules.
No, that sounds a lot different from what I've heard from other people. Colin, do you live in Wiltshire?
I live in Wiltshire.
Okay, I from 1976 to 1978, I lived in Lark Hill, right next to Stonehenge.
Well, I'm 20 minutes away from that.
Okay, well, my dad was posted over because my dad was an instructor at gunnery with the Canadian Artillery, and he got posted to Lark Hill, and I guess some Brit got posted back to Canada to teach Canadian guys how to shoot guns. And Stonehenge used to sit in my schoolmate, Mark Fox. His dad ran the sheep farm that Stonehenge sat in the middle of the field of. And we used to actually ride our bikes around and run around inside of those stones. And now, as you know, it's like this total monument. You're not allowed within 400 meters of it or whatever. And I've got all kinds of great pictures of us as little kids, hanging out in the middle of this field with these big monolithic stones sticking out of the ground.
Well, in 1960s, it was actually rebuilt, and it wasn't like it is today. It was actually the stones were on the floor, and it was actually I think it's 68, 69. It was rebuilt, and the person who bought it, he bought it as a wedding gift for his wife.
Oh, geez.
The whole land. She didn't want it. She wanted curtains.
Wow.
And so, so if you, I think that was like early 50s. It might be 40s. It might have been after the war. Some landowner, I can't remember his name, but he had it all restructured, and then he gave it back to National. Oh God, what's it called? National Trust.
I guess it's right there.
Well, National Trust they own it, they maintain it, look after it.
But it was in the middle of Mark Fox's dad's field. He grazed his sheep around it. It's bizarre. But the interesting thing is that's, for me as a geologist, that's where the seed was planted in my brain.
Oh, okay.
Becoming interested in stuff like this, because my dad took me out and showed me there's a lot of Bronze Age stuff there, Avesbury, Woodhenge, and then there's all kinds of archaeological displays in that area.
Stonehenge, I think, is a bit overrated, but Avebury is a much better place to go and see because because you're actually in the middle of the fort.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
You got the pub there, you got the museum just down the road, and you can walk around. It's free.
That's it. Exactly.
Stonehenge. Now, I don't know if you do this or somebody told you. If you ever go to visit, it should only cost you 25 pence to go in, not the actual price they charge today. Well, because that was the deal with the landowner. That everybody gets to see it for the price of a shilling. So now, obviously, in conversions today, it's probably around about 25p or 12.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's my point. I mean, I was there long before there was anybody there taking money or anything else. So
yeah, it's quite the crap now.
That's where, with the whole idea, the archaeology and then the geology and understanding the dates and all that kind of stuff. And that's really where the seed was planted in my brain that, and I've become now, 32 years. I've been a geologist.
Hey guys, I gotta jump off. All right, you be cool.
All right,
things before we go over to Brewers Prospecting tonight. Come check it out.
All right, PA.
All right, see you, buddy. We'll see you over there.
Bye, Rock.
Yeah, ciao.
Bye, Dale. Bye, Skip. Bye, Dimebag.
Take care, brother.
Take care.
Nice live, guys.
Yeah, it's getting to that point now with
1915. Cecil Chubb went to auction to buy some dining chairs, but returned home with an ultimate impulse Stonehenge.
That's funny.
It was the most bargaining hunters who packed a palace of theatre in Salisbury, England, after September 1915. And Cecil Chubb, blah 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 blah, whatever. Now, obviously, UNESCO, the World Heritage Site, asset, it seems to be like the heritage immediately. However, about a century ago, a man called Cecil bought the monument for £6,600 at the auction in the present day for his wife. Reports that Jenny Anderson for quartz, and according to the story, it wasn't exactly what Murray Chubb requested. Cecil Chubb, his name was. And Yeah, there you go. These are the pictures of it being reconstructed.
Yeah, no, I think they tipped a lot of the stones, the plinths back up and stuck.
Yeah, it's all been re-bedded in. I mean, it was a mess. But yeah,
it's whether they stood it back up or not. I'll tell you, it's bloody impressive.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
When you stand. Well, I mean, we used to be able to stand. You can't do it anymore. But like, I've got pictures of my dad, who was not a small man, standing underneath one of these vertical plinths, and it makes him look like a kid. Like, you think, wow, how did these people do this back in the day? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. No, I really enjoyed my time there in Wiltshire. It was neat.
You get us. So if I can get that, here you go. And that guy there's got.
There you go. There's a perfect example. there's a guy standing under one of those plinths. Holy moly!
Yeah, they're bigger than they look. They are bigger than they look.
They're massive.
But you've been there as well, haven't you, Skipper?
That's as close as I could get when I was there.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's the sunstone sitting out in the front, is it?
Yeah,
there's the one they line up.
My buddy Bill.
On the solstice.
With the I mean, as a local, you get to see it. You get to see people in the crop circles, and you see people sitting there, especially like this is like a few years ago now, way before the pandemic. You see people, and I know where the crop circles are because you get to see them. It's like, it's like they stick up. People walk past and they don't know it's a crop circle. And I said, it's a crop circle there. Because it's obviously grown a bit, the fields. And when it's nearly done, you get all the people there sitting there going, praying to their space gods or whatever. Then you've got the scientists there and fights with the Hummers.
The Wallies.
And they're going, oh, you're breaking this. And of course, when then you've got the people walking around it, making it a mess. And when they walk away from it, it's a complete mess. It doesn't look like a crop circle. It looks like it looks like Glastonbury, you know what I mean?
They called them the Wallies when I was there. The Wallies, the wannabe druids.
Yeah, we call them the Hums because they hum. So
they have a great big building up there now as the center that you have to go through.
Yeah.
In order to see it, of course, they got all the picnic areas and the buses that you get to do it, and then you have to walk them up.
The road that you go through it, which is about 120 yards. I think it's the A37. You used to go through it. If I show you, if I draw you,
I do like the recreations they did though.
There you go, Skipper. You were about 2 kilometers away from one of the largest artillery ranges in the UK.
Buddy, I was through it all.
Well,
actually, we went out to it, and we even went to the infantry training center.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was very cool.
The range, you can drive. Anybody can drive through the range. The range is open around Salisbury. Then it's just got tank markings, but then you got flag wavers and range marshals, or whatever. And if it's live, someone idiots have got to close the road off and people's driving around, they'll escort you through, and the tanks will stop doing whatever they're doing, and the range marshals or whatever they're called will just drive you through.
Stop shooting so the twit doesn't get blown up. Yeah.
Or military police will drive you through whatever, because it's not your fault. You're driving through and the gate's open. Everybody just drives through there, and of course it's massive. It's huge.
It is. Yeah.
Because you got Uphaven, you got Tidmouth barracks, you got the Fusiliers down the other end, and you got the you got the 25th and 26th regiments. I can't remember I think it's the King's Fusiliers.
I got no idea who's there now, but.
Then you got Uphaven, you got the storage where they have the tanks. That's got to be the cavalry up there. and but it's massive. It's huge. It's a huge place.
It's a big base.
Yeah,
It's a big base.
that's where we went. I
remember a couple of times my dad took me out to a night fire plant when in the evening when they were firing in the dark.
It's blurry.
And
yeah, look at that.
And that was something. I'd be up in the range tower with my dad. You know, I was about 11 years old or whatever. There we go. There's the rifle I used to use. And and you'd watch these howitzers go off. And man, at night, the flash that those things create. There's the,
the GPMG. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's a Sten gun that they have in there.
Head spacing and timing.
It worked. Grease guns.
Stens, Sterlings, FNC1s, C2s. Yeah.
The Sten gun was supposed to be the cheap ultimate thing to. It's just a barrel and a frame, wasn't it, with a trigger? That was it.
Crap. They used to throw it. They used to throw it into the room and it would go off.
It is cheap. There was something like 6 versions of it or something.
I was a big fan of the Sterling that came out after that.
That was my favorite weapon. Was the Sterling?
The Sterling, yeah. I think I was a C2 gunner as an infantryman.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, brother, I can scare the bejeebers out of you at 800 meters with that rifle.
I chopped a tree down with a C2.
I'll bet you.
Oh yeah, just boom, gone.
Yeah,
it's not like that crap that they have today, where it's
no.
Yes, they
went right through.
The C2 was the fully automatic version of the SLR column.
Yeah, I was going to say is that the SLR left-handed breech.
Yeah,
it had a tendency to cut your finger off over the breech if it didn't close.
Well, you don't put your finger.
No, you're thinking of the Garand, but no, you don't need your finger in there because it's left-hand operated. You just jack the lever and forward she goes.
Yeah,
but
it was a good rifle.
It was an excellent rifle.
I think the Australians are still using it.
Very simple, easy to clean.
Yeah.
You had to clean it.
You had to clean it.
You had to clean it, otherwise it would stop functioning. But
you made sure
as long as you cleaned it, it was a fantastic rifle.
I could do that blindfolded even to this day.
Me too. Yeah.
You take care, Kinman. Thank you. I thought you used to use Henry Martins.
Well, we did. We did Martini Henrys, you mean? Yeah, we used to.
But yeah, it's
too funny.
When they got to the SA80s, terrible.
Mummy, I was left in the kitchen. I could have hit
it. Anyway, guys, I hate to cut the stream short, but I am the cook in my house.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, Skipper, I got to get up and start making food for the kids. So,
well, it's good to see that we're all in the same boat. Mine's just the wife.
I did dinner today.
So we will be back on live tomorrow on Coin World UK's channel for
9 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
That's right.
Nice to see everybody. Thank you for having us today and joining us today. It looks like PA Patriot Prospecting is now officially on the end of the month wheel. Great chat. It's always good to see you, EAC. Thank you for stopping by, Neil. JJ, I'll get your things out. I got everything here sorted out. So it's just now waiting on a couple of things. I want it all to go sent out together. So, but I don't use the post office on the road.
Soon.
I don't use the post.
Right, guys. Good night.
Take care, everybody.
Good one, guys.
You stay on for a moment.